Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the line.
And they got him for the sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. Oh, look out. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the Commodores have moved it inside the 20. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. On the option. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays, and he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and doing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that...
And he intercepts it. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today, en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They feed him again. The Commodores get enough to move the chains.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Looking to move it through the air. He fires to the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unleashes one. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. back to the air one more time. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking for a crease to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dorsey. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Goes to the option. There's a live football. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense with jumbo personnel. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's the handoff. And he could not get loose on the run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Holds it in. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers.
Off he goes. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And clang, no good, off the right upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 35 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end.
Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He's back to throw on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Line gets set, first down.
Get set, get set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then, Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you can tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off the RPO, complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action on first down. Coming after it. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snares it outside. It's Dorsey. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Wide out in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense now.
With the score, Alabama 34, Vanderbilt 18.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Second and short now after that completion.
Here we go. Go, go.
He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll throw on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away from the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to just keep throwing it. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Takes the handoff. It's Dorsey. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Doors. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's got it in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we have a one-possession game late. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The back goes in motion. Wants to pass it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. Knocked off his feet.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Alabama pushing the tempo. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, the power run here. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking off. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
First down, Commodores.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's now second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target to the left.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, you got to make something happen quick late in the fourth quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown tie! And the route is on. The lead grows. You can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.